how's it going, guys? So in today's video we are doing the top 10 best community fish in my opinion. Obviously other aquarium hobbyists and other fish keepers will have different opinions on this, but in my opinion these are the best community fish. I know for a few of them there probably is better community fish. However, I'm just simply going off what I have kept personally in the past. What other people say is the best I may not have kept. Everything on this list though I have kept in my time being an aquarium hobbyist. So yeah, just ignore the plants floating on the surface and the tank behind us as well. The LG plec in there's just went around and moved the substrate and the plants haven't fully rooted yet, so yeah, we've got floating plants, but hey, it is how it is. So anyways, let's get straight into this top 10 with number 10. So at number 10 we have angelfish. Native to South America, these fish are found throughout the Amazon region, in the Amazon River and Amazon Basin. It can be found pretty much anywhere throughout the Amazon. Depending on which type of angelfish you get in the aquarium hobby, some grow quite large, up to 6 inches. Personally, I've seen one at 8 inches myself, which is quite big for an angelfish. Because of the fact that some angelfish get quite large, I'd recommend putting them in a community tank of at least 150 litres minimum if they're going in a community, and also put them in a tank that doesn't have fish that are too small, because the larger side of angelfish will happily eat anything that it can fit into its mouth. Like I know someone who had a large angelfish in a community tank, and one day it just decided it was gonna eat the neon tetras that were in that tank. So if you've got a large angelfish, when they start to get quite large, I'd sort of not put them in with fish the size of tetras. Maybe some big tetras, some of the larger species of tetras that you can get. But apart from that, angelfish do make a great addition to your aquarium. There's different types of angelfish in terms of coloration. You have altums, you have sunburn altums, you have platinums, you have your wild types, and there's plenty other more, but I'm not going to go through them all because that would just take up too much time on this video. But there's plenty of gorgeous looking angelfish to choose from in the aquarium hobby. Now, your angelfish will happily sit right at home at a temperature of 75 to 86 degrees Fahrenheit. So enough about that, let's get straight into number 9. So at number 9 we have mollies. Now, mollies are a live bearer. They come in a wide range of different types, from balloon mollies to your common mollies. Balloon mollies have quite round bellies, almost like they've been filled with air, hence the name balloon molly. In the wild they can grow to around 5 to 6 inches in length. You don't really see that in the aquarium hobby, however. You usually see them grow to around about 4 to 4.5 inches in a home aquarium. Now, mollies are live bearers, meaning they will give birth to live young. They also breed quite rapidly. Now, all live bearers have the ability to store sperm inside them and give birth every 30 days. So if you're going to put mollies, or any live bearer at that matter, in a home aquarium that is a community tank, I'd advise just either getting all male or all female. That way there isn't going to be a load of babies everywhere, and soon you're going to have to start getting rid of some fish because there's too many. If you are wanting to get male and female and attempt to breed them, which is quite easy, as long as there's loads of hiding places with a gravel bottom and plenty of plants for the fry to hide in, because mollies and most live bearers do like to eat some of the fry when they give birth. Obviously because they are quite exhausted after giving birth and very hungry, and yeah, just eat the fry. But yeah, the molly will thrive at a temperature of 60 Fahrenheit to 84 degrees Fahrenheit. They come in a wide range of colours, but don't tend to have that much patterning, nor they'll have striking patterns like some guppies and endlers do. They do add some nice coloration to your tank though, and are extremely friendly, so they make a great addition to your home aquarium. Now coming in at number 8. So at number 8 we have platies. Similar to guppies, platies are another live bearer. However, platies, although they are not subtropical, they will happily sit in your home aquarium with your goldfish for quite a while. No problems at all, which isn't usual for a tropical fish. Platies are most commonly seen in the colours orange. I have seen some yellow and gold platies before, but the majority of platies that I do see, when I do see platies in fish shops, is the colour orange. This fish does make a great addition to your community tank though. They're kept in pretty much the same conditions as the molly, and platies will thrive at a temperature from 50 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. So coming in at number 7. So at number 7 we have the zebra Daniel. These fish are subtropical, meaning they'll quite happily sit at your home with no heater, in the tank with your goldfish forever, no problems at all. That is as long as your goldfish is in a tank inside the house and not outside in the back garden. They can become quite cold outside, so yeah, I wouldn't recommend sticking a zebra Daniel with your goldfish in your pond outside, or a tank outside. Room temperature inside your living room with a goldfish there. Yeah, but zebra Daniels are schooling fish, so best to keep them in a school of around 5 or more. Personally, in terms of schooling fish, I think they do way better and they're way happier if you get a school of around 10 or more. The zebra Daniels are ferocious eaters. They will just zoom around and grab as much food as you can when you feed them. They're also quite fast swimmers, like they'll just whiz around your tank all day. Because of that, they can sort of make skittish fish and some slow moving fish quite stressed. So when you get zebra Daniels, if you want to, you can put live plants in there and ornaments in there that sort of go up the mid column of your water up to the top water, to sort of slow them down a little bit so they have to weave in and out. But personally, I just wouldn't put them in with any slow moving fish or skittish fish, most importantly. Yeah, but kept at room temperature or heater in. I wouldn't say no higher than 82 degrees Fahrenheit and no lower than 40 degrees Fahrenheit. But anyways, let's get straight on to number 6. So at number 6 we have killifish. Now when I say killifish, there is that many different species of killifish. It's hard to sort of choose which ones, and when I've kept killifish in the past I can't remember which species it was. But for the most part, the majority of killifish are very peaceful. In terms of killifish, I'd advise not putting more than one male in a tank, because male killifish tend to get aggressive towards other males. Now killifish, there's over 1,270 species of them, and they come in a wide range of remarkable colours and striking patterns and are just all round gorgeous fish. Like I say, males can be aggressive towards each other, so personally no more than one male in a tank. But in terms of killifish, the majority of killifish are actually peaceful fish all around. However, like I say, the males get aggressive towards each other no matter what species of killifish. Now, killifish, they do best at temperatures of 68 Fahrenheit to 75 Fahrenheit. So let's get straight into number 5. At number 5 we have guppies. Native to South America, guppies are probably one of the most popularly distributed tropical fish throughout the world. They have an amazing personality. Males tend to have striking colours and patterns on them. If you do put them in a community tank, it's best to either have all male or all female, because they are live bearers, give birth every 30 days, and guppies especially breed like rabbits. Like, I'm being serious, if you put male and female guppies in a tank together, you will have millions in no time at all. So if you're going to put male and female together, it's best if you put them in a 100-litre aquarium by themselves. I'd say within a few months though, you will most likely have to sell some of them due to the fact they breed like rabbits and you'll end up with millions. Now, if you do decide to put them in the tank by themselves with male and female, it's best to keep them at a ratio of 1 male to every 3 females, just to stop any sort of gangbangs. I shouldn't have said that, but yeah, what they tend to do is if there's a large majority of males and not that many females, the males tend to get quite restless and sort of fight each other, shall we say. But they also like to group up on the females and bully the females. That aside, they're adaptable to a wide range of water conditions, and they'll thrive at any temperature from 60 degrees Fahrenheit to 84 degrees Fahrenheit. Personally, I'd put a load of males in a community tank, and that gives the tank an awesome coloration and plenty of friendly personality. Now, I say males because males are the ones with striking colours and patterns. Females just tend to be boring silver with maybe a little bit of yellow on the tail, and that's about it. But anyways, let's get into the next one at number 4. So at number 4 we have ram cichlids, or more commonly known as rams or German rams. Now, these fish come in many different types. You have your normal ram to your electric blue ram, and in my opinion, the electric blue ram is absolutely stunning and way better than any other ram. Like, it just has this electric blue coloration over the top of its scales, and it is absolutely gorgeous. Now, rams are a species of cichlid. They are a dwarf cichlid, so they can be quite aggressive towards each other, shall you say, but it's mostly just the males having a go at each other if you have males in the tank, because they sort of pick territories and try and attract a female. So when one male goes near, they'll sort of just swim backwards and forwards at each other, maybe once or twice ram into each other, but nothing too serious. They tend to be peaceful towards other fish, and although males are defensive to each other, they can still be kept together. As like I say, it's not really a full-blown attack on each other, it's more of just a swimming back and forth and then ramming each other. Now, rams do best at a temperature of 78 to 85 degrees Fahrenheit. So let's get next into number 3. Now at number 3 we have Corydora Catfish, or also known by the scientific name Corydoras, or some people call them Corydora Catfish. Cory cats are an amazing community fish. They do a great job at helping out your tank. What they do, they're bottom dwelling, meaning they stay on the bottom all the time. They don't go mid-level or top level. So like if you have a tank with guppies, they're mid-level and sort of top water, and then you have neon tetras or zebra daniels in the tank as well, which also cover the mid-level and top water. Get a load of Corydoras in there, they'll rummage around on the bottom so you have some action on the bottom, but they also do a great job at helping out your tank. What they do, they rummage around the bottom, picking up any bits of scrap food and stuff like that, and while they're doing that, they tend to dig everything up and move it around, which sort of kicks all the bits of dirt that's trapped in the sand up into the air, which then gets picked up by your filter. I said up into the air, I was meant to say up into the water column. That's my stupidity. Now, yep. So, however, I'd say you don't think you can get away with overfeeding the tank when you get a load of Corydoras in there, because you might think it's alright, but it will actually cause your ammonia levels in your tank to spike, which is quite fatal to your fish. Corydora do best on a sandy substrate, so I'd say sand. If you want a planted aquarium and you've got aqua soil in there or any type of planted substrate, I'd cover it with sand on the top, because Corydoras have very delicate barbels on the mouth, so gravel can kind of damage them a bit, so sand's definitely the better option for Corydoras. Also, I'd say a semi-schooling fish is schooling fish, so it's best to keep them at a minimum shoal of around 3 to 4 of them. They also need to be kept at a temperature of 74 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit. So anyways, let's get into number 2. Now at number 2 we have the Cardinal Tetra. Looking very similar to the extremely worldwide popular Neon Tetra. The Cardinal Tetra, the difference between the two is the Cardinal Tetra has red going all the way along the body underneath the neon bar, whereas a Neon Tetra just has red under the neon bar on its tail. From a distance though, and a quick glimpse, you most likely wouldn't be able to spot the difference, and you'd automatically assume, oh, it's a Neon Tetra. But anyways, I'd say because the Cardinal Tetra has more red on it, it looks way more colourful than Neon Tetra. These fish do look amazing in a black water setup. All you can see from the distance, in my opinion, is a tea coloured water with loads of neon bars whizzing around, and it's quite amusing, and I could just sit there for hours watching. They are, however, schooling fish and require a minimum shoal of around 6 of its own. However, they will do better in an aquarium of 10 or more. Cardinal Tetras make a great addition to your community tank and are awesome to watch when you have a wee school of them swimming around. They do best at a temperature of 68 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. Now coming in at number 1. At number 1, in my opinion, we have the Neon Tetra, with a close resemblance to the Cardinal Tetra. The only difference, like I said, the Neon Tetra just has the red under the neon bar on its tail, whereas the Cardinal's all the way along. The Neon Tetra is by far the most popular, I'd say, worldwide in terms of any other Tetra. Found in the wild in a mixed shoal of Cardinals and Neons, the Neon Tetra does best in a school of 10 or more. It can be kept in a minimum school of 6. What I'd do personally if I was to replicate the wild in a tank is have a school of, I'd say, 30 neons and 30 cardinals, mix them all together so it looks like what they do in the wild, the two different types schooling together. Maybe stick a few rams in there and a blackwater setup. I think that look would be quite amazing. Now, neon tetras, these fish will do well in a temperature of the exact same as the Cardinal Tetra, which is around 63 to 82 degrees Fahrenheit. So anyways, that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you all enjoyed. Now, before you get any of these fish, I'd advise do your research. I know I have told you quite a bit. I haven't covered everything though. That would probably make the video hours long if I was to go over every last little detail. If you are looking for best community fish, you most likely already know about the nitrogen cycle and other things about the aquarium, and then what you can put in with some species of fish and all that. This video is mainly just to give you guys an idea of what you can put in a community tank and what, in my opinion, is the best community fish. But if you don't know anything about the fish on this list, or you feel like you don't know enough about them, or you know about them and you know how to look after them but you don't know everything, like I say, just please do research after watching this video. If this video has made you want to get any of the fish on this list, the more research the better by far. Research on different animals will help massively in terms of that animal's care. Now anyways, if you liked the video, leave a thumbs up. If you didn't like it, feel free to give it a thumbs down and comment down below some constructive criticism and I'll work on that. But yeah, subscribe if you don't want to miss another video, hit the bell icon, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Oh,